First nigga outside before sunrise. Old school ways, but I'm still a young guy. A real trooper, I be grinding on the front line. Hungry for the money, I'ma eat like it's lunchtime. Really out here, nigga, let's go band for band. Made a lot of transactions, I'm talking hand to hand. Based on the statistics, I never had a chance. Still I sketched a blueprint and I mapped the plan. First case crash, took me in for crack rock. 54th and Duwarty, that was the crack block. Stood solid, never folded like a laptop. Trying to get to school, getting banged on at the dash stop. Can you give me a pistol is what I asked Pops. Late nights walking through the ops on Ascot. Really repping for the team like a mascot. Doing stupid shit, I could've really got my ass shot. Second charge that I caught was a gun case. Got bail money, I ain't got a fundraise. Still remember being broke with a fun day. Overgrind cause debts can't go unpaid. So I'm serving like way to serve lunch trade. The 2 doors a Challenger, not a Mustang. Chop them down like a barber, it was one phase. Cameras everywhere, we gon' flush it if they come raid, nigga.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Young Woo back with another On The Block reaction here on The Block News. You already know what to do, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Not later, but right now. Also, go ahead and hit the hype button. Let's push this shit to the algorithm. Today, man, we finna get into that Young and Jefe case, man, with respectable rants. You know, the title of this one is called Young and Jefe Arrested for Murder of Lil Lowdown, Case Breakdown, Cody on bail for shooting, and more. It been a lot going on this week. You know, they got me in the mix of, you know, allegedly telling the story of some shit that I heard. You know, it was a reaction. I know by now y'all probably seen the reaction. But anyway, you know, now we got the facts because we know respectable rants, he only go off facts. And you know, that's why I'm going to just stick to reacting to shit that I know, be legit information before I even react to them. If I know they do goofy shit like Poetic Flacco, I'm not reacting to his videos, my nigga. On everything, nigga got me in the mix, trying to troll me, trying to make us, everybody know what's going on with that. And listen, for all y'all asking about my music, it's out now on all platforms. I got a couple of projects on there. I don't just do YouTube content, I also do music too. If y'all didn't know, that's me on the beginning intro. That song right there, the only place you can get it right now or listen to it is on YouTube. You feel me? If y'all want it on more platforms, show me y'all can at least get it to 1,000 views. Run the views up, and then I'm gonna do it up for y'all. I got a project, I'm working on projects, all kind of shit. But we finna get into this Young and Jefe case and get the truth about what's going on, man. Kids, stay out the streets. It ain't what you think. It's all an illusion, full of confusion. Let's get it.
Respectable rants, man. Run that, man.
Hey, no, respectable rants. This shit be coming.
He gonna do his research for you, man, for sure.
But
what's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's your boy Young and Jefe. Don't care about number what the check say.
To my big bro Young and Jefe, don't give a number what the check say. And look, my brother innocent. Normally on my third or Herbie, I know for sure. Keyway, Cubby, home. North side.
This young Ant, this my little homie from the north. This Monster Cody baby. This is baby. He from the north. You feel me? But
for Young and, there you go. It's your boy Young and Jefe. Don't care about number what the check say.
Detectives right now looking into the apparent beating death of a man, and they hope security video can help track those suspects down.
Ant Jefe, the rapper and co-host of the No Jumper podcast, has been arrested for murder. Law enforcement sources have told TMZ that Ant Jefe was busted by LAPD's elite robbery homicide division and booked for felony.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about young Ant Jefe from 8 Gangster Crip. And we're going to break down the murder case that he was just recently arrested for. We're going to break down everything from his co-defendant, the victim, to how it happened and where it happened. But let's dive right into it. Now, young Ant, like we said, would be from 8 Gangster, and he would be from the north side. And young Ant would be the 5th Ant dog. So how the generations would go for the 8 Gangsters, it would be big, little, baby, tiny, then young. While some other gangs would call that infant. And both of young Ant's little brothers would be under him, with NBA 1 and NBA 2 being his little brothers. And on May 19th of 2026, a few news articles like No Jumper, TMZ, and E! News would cover that young Ant was arrested for a murder. And they would say that young Ant, whose real name is Maurice Shellman, and another man named Johnny Gray, was charged with the murder of somebody named Carl Welch. And this right here would be Johnny Gray, aka Young Ant's co-defendant. And Carl Welch, who was 51 years old at the time of his death, was killed in a parking lot by blunt force trauma. And he passed away January 31st of 2026, months before Young Ant was arrested. And this right here would be Carl Welch, and he went by Lil Lo.
So, man, listen, just to get y'all caught up with it, Young Ant Jefe, he's in jail for a felony murder. And you know, it was rumored that he had something to do with my young homie from my hood, Lil Bandit, a.k.a. Bandino. And you know where I'm from, Pueblos. Feel me? He just recently, you know, was involved, was the victim of a fatal shooting on Slauson and Holmes Avenue in the hood. You know, if anybody know that part of the hood, you know, we also coexist with the 5-7 Florence Stoop right there. If I'm not mistaken, they the neighborhood Florence. I'm not sure though. You know, y'all correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but you know, it was rumored that he had something to do with the young homie death, because around the same time where he was arrested, you know, or the same day he was arrested, is the day that the homie, you know, lost his life. And, you know, it was rumored that I was the one that came up with this story, but it was really Poetic Flacco eyes, and all I did was react to it, and it went viral or whatever. But, you know, I'm glad Respectable Rants, you know, that's why you can rely on his content. You can also rely on my content too, because I'm just doing the reactions to what these other motherfuckers say and everything. I voice my opinion on if I feel like it's true. I feel like Respectable Rants goes off facts, research. A lot of these other niggas be capping, you know. So I guess that was one of his co-defendants with this dude right here. I think he's the guy that caught the DP. You know, and he was 51 years old, if I'm not mistaken. And, you know, he died on January 31st, 2026. And, you know, he got DP'd by his so-called homies. Like I be saying, you know, whether this is true or not, whether Young Ant Jefe was involved or not, you know, that's not for me to decide. I'm not a part of the court system, nor do I wish jail upon anyone. But kids, that go to show you homies ain't homies. You know, these niggas that claim to love you, that claim they gonna ride for you, y'all from the same gang. These niggas will summons you for a DP, politic on you, dirty politic on you, whatever the situation may be. But a group of niggas that don't like you would maybe, I don't know, maybe a little more rank than you, maybe a little more say-so than you. They hate you so much that they beat you to the point where you die. Even though you're older than them, you're old enough to be their big brother, shit, you old enough to be their daddy. You old enough to be a nigga who had kids at 15, 16. You old enough to be their daddy. You know, they said Young Ant Jefe is like 35, I believe. So I'm not saying he's guilty, nor am I saying he's innocent, right? Innocent till proven guilty. But somebody from A-Trade did a nigga so bad that he called his homie and killed him. See, kids, what you gotta understand is all homies ain't homies. Y'all just from the same hood. Like, nigga, even in my hood, like, you know, I'm from this hood, you know, but certain homies got a dislike for me. You know, certain homies will wish bad on me, want to see me, you know, fall in this YouTube world, you know, maybe lose my life too, you know, so they'll try to politic on me, even though it don't go too far, you know, because niggas pop it like they got more power than they truly do, and nigga ain't finna do nothing to Young Woo. I just need to make that clear, you know what I'm saying? And this is the reason why I say, nigga, last time, nigga, a grown man so-called disciplined me, nigga, was my daddy, nigga, in the 7th grade, nigga, and nigga, I only got one daddy, nigga, and at this point, nigga, I'm a grown man, can't no nigga discipline me, put his hands on me, fool, on my mama, nigga, because I'm willing to go to whatever lengths to protect, nigga, my reputation, nigga, my character, nigga, in my physical, nigga, body, nigga, on my mama, my health, nigga, so nigga better stop that, because you see how bad it can go. Nigga trying to DP you, nigga can do his thing till they kill you. And then, you know, it's 4 people involved in this case. You know, that's why a lot of people saying Young and Jefe, he changed his life. He wasn't the one that did nothing, because what I can assume is they had 3 niggas, because Trace represent Gangster, you know, jumping this nigga for 83 seconds. It had to be a sign, like, we doing too much. Like, nigga, he learned his lesson. Nah, 83 seconds. So just imagine 3 niggas whooping your ass. They get the best fighters, the hardest punchers. You know, the niggas with the most W's under their belt. The niggas with the most knockouts to come DP you. You know, and they DP you for 83 seconds. I don't know if you knocked out and they keep going or whatever, but that's just how it go. 83 seconds, you gotta try to fight off 3 knockout kings. Meet 3 of the best fighters from your hood. 3 of the hardest gangsters from your hood that got the best hands for 83 seconds. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Or they might do it like this. Each nigga, you gotta run 3 phases for 83 seconds. I don't know what's worse, fighting 3 niggas for 83 seconds or fighting 3 niggas 83 seconds each. They don't allow you to catch your breath, get no water, no, you ain't tired, nothing. You gotta run them back to back to back to back. Nigga, so they said that you was killed by blunt force trauma. Did a nigga pick up something and whack him with it? Did a nigga pistol whip him? Was this really a DP, or was these niggas trying to put this nigga off, or was these niggas intending to kill this nigga? That's what I want to know, nigga. I ain't saying I'm not asking whether Young and Jefe is guilty or not. 4 A-Tray Gangster Crips is charged for beating a homie to death. I don't know too many stories of ops catching their enemies and beating them to death. They might whip on them, you know, let them get the message. I seen a couple videos where niggas get caught by their ops and then, you know, they get packed out or whatever, but the nigga get away. He live to see another day. Your own homies I told y'all, man, your own homies will kill you, man. And the longer you hang around the hood or be in the hood, feel me, this increases your chances of it happening to you. You know, now there's been some misinterpretations about my content, because I get comments, crazy ass comments all the time. You know, I'm good in my hood. I could pull up anytime. My family still live over there. Feel me? My family still hang over there. I'm good in the hood. But I just choose to live the life I live. Like, I live a different life. Feel me? I don't want to be outside hanging. You feel me? Ducking, dodging bullets all the time. You know, ain't nobody ran me out my hood. None of that shit. You know, we all got choices and decisions. You know, and I'm entitled to mine as a man. I handle my own. You know what I'm saying? But I pull up from time to time to the hood to see my family, man. So don't get this shit fucked up. Don't get this shit twisted. You know, I don't put this type of shit on camera because I don't do it for that reason. But, you know, we finna get this shit back going, man. Let's get it.
Down, and he was also from A-Tray Gangster Crip. And this situation happened on the 6900 block of Western Ave. And on that day of January 31st of 2026, officers responded to the location for an assault with a deadly weapon call. And when they arrived, they were directed straight to the victim, who had sustained injuries. And a witness who was there told officers that a suspect armed with a knife and other individuals in a group had caused the victim's injuries. LA Fire Department responded and pronounced the victim dead at the scene, and they would say it was unknown if the incident was gang-related. But like we said, Young Ant would be from the north side of A-Tray. And the murder happened on the 6900 block of Western Ave. But shortly after Lil Lowdown's death, another OG from A-Tray would post this, and he would say, "So Lil Lowdown's still unalive, huh? No candlelights, no funeral service to donate to, no victim of crime resources provided to his family, no concern whatsoever. Oh, and no smut on him. He did not deserve that fate. Neither did the 4 others who trusted you since I've been back. 10 years. The handlers list is busy. I don't trust you, and you, her, him, and them. Let's get it on. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's go March Madness. R.I.P. Lil Lowdown." In the OG that posted this.
So he said in his death, he didn't get no candlelight. He didn't get no funeral service donations. You know, he was a victim of crime. They didn't look out for him. Because if you know, in LA, when you're a victim of crime, you know, something happened to your family member or something, and you know, they was a victim, they didn't have no wrongdoings in the incident, you know, I believe you get paid, like you get some type of money from. So he ain't had no smut on his name or nothing. He didn't deserve that. So he got stabbed up by, I guess, four people, you know, and jumped. So they say he had no smut. You know, what was it? Dirty politic on that he was a snitch? Was it some niggas that just didn't like him? You know, that was supposed to just DP him, but they stabbed him the whole time because he was probably getting more money than them. He probably was shining harder than them. You know, he probably got more love than them. He probably took one of their females. He probably beat them up in the past with a head up fade. So them niggas use the opportunity to hide behind a rumor that, you know, I'm just, you know, giving a scenario. This all, you know, hypothetically. It's not even allegedly. I'm just giving y'all scenarios that could go on in the hood. But what is true is that it say he was a victim of crime and he was stabbed up by 4 others. That's what the video is saying. So, kids, homies ain't homies, man. This episode like 5, I believe. I think it's episode 5 or 6. I don't know. I'm going to add it to the playlist. Just in case y'all want to know, when I do reactions where it illustrate that homies ain't homies, you know, I make it part of my playlist, Homies Ain't Homies. So make sure y'all tap in with that playlist if y'all want to, you know, get straight to the reactions where it show that homies ain't homies. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I hope Young and Jefe ain't a part of a nigga that would do something like this to their homies. I hope he wouldn't be a part or have niggas around him, nigga that do shit like this to their homies. Nigga, because I look at it like this. If you do a homie like that, you would do it to me. Because you call me homie too. If you stab him in his back, you would kill him. You would stab me in my back, kill me too. Because you call us both homies. And we both from the same hood. That's why you got to have discernment. You got to watch who you choose to keep around you. Because, you know, you could be caught up in the shit they did. Now, Young and Jefe, he could possibly have nothing to do with this. But based on the fact that he's from A-Trade Gangster, he still congregate with him, hang with him. You know, they're going to bring him in. They see you shining. They see you getting money. They see you being successful. Nigga, all on the internet. Nigga, they don't want that. Nigga, they still, you did 8 years. You came out shining. Nigga, the feds going to watch you. And if anything they could tie you to, they're going to do it. Especially they know that you still basically in the streets hanging with the A-Trade. That's another reason why, you know, I choose to be by myself because, you know, niggas be suffering or catching the consequences from these other niggas' actions and what they've done. These other niggas go out here and do stupid shit to people and, you know, stump their own homies out till they die and shit. And niggas, just because my name is the biggest and we homies or so-called homies, nigga, I'm caught up in this big-ass case now. You feel me? I don't know if Young and Jefe got anything to do with it. We have yet to see. But, you know, if he innocent, free him. If he not, then, you know, either way, it ain't none of my business. But I don't condone no killing the homies, especially no beating them and stabbing him up till he died. What y'all niggas got? What is y'all niggas on a level 4? Y'all niggas still in prison in the mine? Y'all niggas killing like that, nigga? And I think this probably my first story hearing about A-Trade gangsters killing their homies. But I told you this shit go on in all hoods. But listen, man, I ain't finna do too much more talking. Finna get this shit going, man. Let's get it.
This would also be around the 50-year-old generation. And as you can see, he would say he didn't deserve that fate, and neither did the 4 others who trusted you since he's been back. And this would be an OG who went down for a murder and overturned his case and came home a few years ago. But we're not going to mention his name. But he would post another status and say, yes, you should be outraged. You should have addressed the issue and bring the best result for everybody before that ish. But the fools got that, big homie. He would then say energy and cats, and that is the cause of the downfall. R.I.P. Carl Lil Low Down Welch, Big Spike, Tiny Solo, and a bunch of other names. And he would say, wow, everything I was taught was a lie. Thank God I sensed that energy amongst the cliques and crews connected to 5 of these homies. And God told me to move out the way. But Johnny Gray, who was Young Ant's co-defendant, was arrested.
I gotta pause it right there because It's like the OG, like he basically, if y'all read the screen, he basically like he glad he felt that A-Tray killer energy from different cliques up in these niggas. Like basically, the G homie, he glad he got out the way, and he had noticed that these niggas will be from these hoods, but they want to kill they own homies from these hoods. Nigga, yeah, they biggest enemies. Sometimes your own hood, your biggest enemies. And so what it sound like to me is that, the little lowdown, like I said, it was a rumor of him snitching, right? It's a rumor, and niggas that really didn't like him, niggas that hated him, niggas, they used the rumor, something that wasn't backed up, probably by paperwork, because they in the beginning of the video, they said he had no smut, so, but they heard about him snitching. Like finally, we got something that give us the right nigga to do the worst we can possibly do to him, stab him up, kill him. Like we could throw that jacket up and was a snitch. That's why being labeled a snitch is dangerous. Because the people that love you and they know that you snitch, they gonna probably just stop fucking with you, right? And now it's gonna be love from a distance. They can't really deal with you, do nothing around you. They can't really trust you. But a nigga that hates you and throw that jacket of you being a snitch and want to harm you, them the niggas that'll kill you. Them the ones, first of all, like I said, homies ain't homies. So the niggas that'll be volunteering, raising their hand, when it's time to do something to you, gonna be the niggas that hate you. And they gonna try to do the worst to you. Because like I said, I'm my mama, homies ain't homies, fool. Kids stay out the streets, this shit ain't what you think. It's all an illusion, full of confusion. Yeah, when it's time to take pictures, everybody come to the picture and throw up the same game. Yeah, but y'all don't know what go on behind the scenes, underneath that them happiness, cause best believe, the motherfuckers who dislike their own homies, they love how it look when, everybody thick in the picture, chunking up the hood and all that shit too. But niggas still have deep hatred for certain niggas that they call they homies, fool. On my mama, and niggas gotta be smart out here and have discernment. It's a reason I move like I move. I think I move like a young OG. I stay to myself, nigga. I'm trained to go, all that shit. But at the same time, it's like I recognize early, that these niggas be ready to do self-infliction on their own hood, called self-inflicted harm to their own hood. Niggas want to kill their own homies. Niggas want to snitch on their own homies. My mama, niggas want to be disloyal to their own homies. My mama, nigga, because as far as so-called ops go, nigga, all I seen, my majority of my life when it comes to the ops is that niggas just don't fuck with their ops. Niggas stay away from them. And you got events that occur sometimes, which may be shootings, or squabbles. But for the most part, from day to day, you just taught to stay away from your ops. If they catch you, this might happen to you, but you around your homies every day, fool. So just think about that shit. We finna get this shit back going, man. Let's get it.
First, and as you can see, he was arrested at 10:10 in the morning. And young Ant was arrested 2 hours later at 12:50 in the afternoon. And Johnny Gray was charged with 1 count of murder. And young Ant was charged with 1 count of murder and 2 enhancements. But even though Ant was charged with the murder, it's alleged and rumored that Ant has nothing to even do with the murder. And it's alleged that in that parking lot, there's a smoke shop and a laundromat and a couple of other things. But it's also a known hangout spot for the A-Tray gangsters. And it's alleged and rumored that Ant might have had ownership in the smoke shop. However, it's alleged that Lil Lowdown and another OG that's around the 50-year-old range got into it. And that's when a fight broke out, and unfortunately, Lil Lowdown would lose his life. So it more so sounds like it was the wrong place and wrong time for young Ant. However, like we said, it's alleged that he didn't do anything.
Based on what Respectable Rants is saying, it wasn't even a DP. Nigga just got into it with a nigga, and I guess, I don't know if the nigga jumped in or if the nigga really just beat his homie that bad that he killed him. Like, man, listen, y'all niggas better be careful who y'all DP, fool. And that's why if you notice some hoods that's in my Homies Ain't Homies series, you know, the whole reason for wanting to murder their homie is because of a fight or something, to lose a fight. But now I see why certain people, they don't want to fight, man. You don't know what kind of health conditions these people got. You don't know how much fear, because you know you could die from fear. Like, you know, motherfuckers could panic to death. You know, motherfuckers probably have asthma. Motherfuckers might be high off drugs. So, nigga, everybody don't want to fight, and I see why now. Like, nigga, a nigga could kill you, nigga, could damage your face or something, nigga. That's what a nigga trying to do. When your own homie is so mad that he want to fight you or DP you, it's like, man, nigga want to harm you. Nigga want to cause harm to you, bro. Nigga want to express how much he hates you on your body, nigga. I can't see how niggas see that as love in any kind of way or capacity. I don't know, man. Like, the homies that say they love me, you know, I can feel it, and I know who love me and who don't. But I don't know. I done read phase with homies, but ain't none of us trying to kill each other. Like, but y'all niggas, y'all did it up to your own homie, though. That's sad case, man. Rest in peace to that man, fool. However it went, whether he was DP, jump, you know, Dolphin, whatever. Rest in peace to that man. You feel me? Finna get this shit back going. Let's get it.
But since he was allegedly at the scene and he's not cooperating, they charged him with the murder. However, as of today, his bail would go from $1 million to $2,050,000. And as for Johnny Gray, who would be his co-defendant, they would also give him a $2 million bail. But as you can see, he would be out on 3 separate bails. And as for the $250,000 bail, this would be from when he was arrested on September 13th of 2023. And he was arrested for 2 counts of assault with a firearm on a person, 1 count of willful cruelty to a child, possibly causing injury or death, 1 count of possession of a firearm by a felon, 1 count of vandalism, another count of felon in possession of a firearm, 1 count of resisting arrest, 1 count of a prohibited person possessing ammunition, 2 counts of battery on a police officer, and another count of vandalism. He would then sit in the county jail for a month for that, but on October 5th of 2023, they would allow him to post a $50,000 bail. And he would pretty much stay out of trouble for the next 2 years. But for some reason, on April 7th of 2025, they would up his bail to $200,000 to where he would post it. So in total, it would be $250,000. And as for the $30,000 bail, that would stem from a case that they filed on December 9th of 2025. But as you can see, he was arrested on September 3rd of 2023. So they would file the case 2 years later. And this would be 8 months after he bailed out on the $250,000. And on this case, they would charge him with 2 counts of injuring a spouse or a parent and 1 count of domestic battery. But like we said, he's still fighting these cases, so he's innocent until he's proven guilty. But a month after he bailed out is when Lil Lowdown would lose his life on January 31st of 2026. And after that, he would go on the run. On April 8th of 2026, they would put a warrant out for his arrest for the second case. And on May 11th of 2026, they would put a warrant out for his arrest for the $250,000 case. And he would actually have 3 court dates next week for all the...
As you see, a lot of people are saying Young and Jefe has nothing to do with it, but just because he was around the niggas that he part of the congregation. So ain't no separation in your affiliation. I tell you that all the time. Y'all could be guilty by association just because these niggas you hang around. And as you see, that one of the niggas that's facing charges, a lot of his charges, he got 1 cruelty to kids, possibly causing death. So Young and Jefe, you not only sweeping, because you supposed to be reporting on this shit, you sweeping shit like that under the rug about your homies. You know, I guess some niggas do keep their hood business off the internet, but you associating yourself with a nigga who's being cruel to kids and it possibly caused a death. Nigga, most of these niggas be getting so many domestic violence cases, nigga, on a real, and that's what they be in jail for, domestic violence. And now, shit, beat your own homie to death. You know, I know Young and Jefe, his name good out here. You know, I ain't got no personal issues with him. I don't think he has nothing to do with it either, I must say. I don't think he, you know, it don't seem like that's in his character to try to beat his own homie to death type shit, like his older homie. It don't seem like he had that much hate in his heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, Young and Jefe getting money, he got a lot to lose. It don't seem like he'll flash out and do no goofy shit like that. But who's to say? Because they are innocent to proven guilty. Finna get this shit back going, man. But kids, careful who you keep in your circle, my nigga. Careful who you choose to hang around. on my mama, because you can suffer from the consequences of their actions. That's how a lot of niggas get indicted. You know, just because they associated themselves with the wrong people, wrong person, said the wrong thing around the wrong wire, the wrong informant, the wrong undercover, the wrong Perkins agent. When you're going through cases, you gotta shut up. You know, when you making choices, you gotta make the wise ones, the smartest ones. You gotta really think. You gotta actually take time to think, to respond, other than no thinking and reacting. Because reacting, a lot of times, be a mistake. You feel me? We finna get this shit back going, man. Let's get it.
These other cases, where the $30,000 case is a bench warrant hearing, and the $250,000 case is the arraignment and plea. But yesterday, the same OG that was posting statuses when Lil Lowdown passed away would post another status. And he would say, active generals, you see your people in turmoil, yet you remain silent, yet promoting the lifestyle from afar. You pride yourself as an active general, but you have no words for them. No plan to bring stability and direction back to your people. Now all the past indiscretions are about to play out in the national stage, especially the past 10 years since Big Spike. Everyone went silent about the things that mattered. Saint lives matter too. No meetings to establish a way ahead for your people, but instead, you stand down and away from the issues. And yet, everybody still praise those old bent fingers you're tossing up at 50 or 60, with no activity behind them, no leadership, no plan to resolve internal issues and save everybody from pending foul business, no plan to move us forward, nothing but self-service, selfishness, greed, envy, jealousy, and betrayal. But now the world about to put all the secret indiscretions out on the screen. Sad business. So as we all just heard right there, it sounds like this OG.
This why I say, like, I'm like a young OG. If you don't know, man, Young Woo on the Block News. I'm the voice of the streets, voice of LA, voice of the Pueblos, voice of the East Side, voice of the 50s. You know, and I feel like, you know, first of all, I ain't the first to say it. You know, shout out to the homie Doggy Style. He said I sound like a young OG. I like the way that sound. You know, because as you see the OGs, that kind of realization, you know, we don't think too differently. We understand that it's internal beefs going on in every hood. You know, I guess he just exposing the 8 Gangster more specifically, or they, you know, with this going on, is being more highlighted. But there's internal beefs going on in every hood. Niggas claim to be generals. Niggas claim to be them niggas. Niggas claim to be trophies. But it be a lot of internal shit going on in every hood around the world. But these same niggas that claim to be the killers, the shooters, the generals, and all that shit, the niggas with the most say-so, you know, they don't have no resolution skills. They don't know how to bring their homies together, you know, to stop going against each other, you know, and they put batteries in young niggas' back when they got an issue. They send the young niggas that do shit that they don't want to do. You feel what I'm saying? But they call themselves generals. Niggas who got the power to change the narrative and you know, to gain these niggas up. They only focused on their own money and their own success, you know, and watching these niggas crash out and get up out their way, because if we all hustling on the block, you know, in a lot of niggas' eyes, the more niggas on the block, you in the way of getting my money. You know, so if you out the way, I get more shine and I get more money. That's how niggas be thinking, fool. On my mama, he said, this going on at 50 and 60. This shit go on in your teenage years, nigga. This shit go on in the 20s, nigga, the 30s, 40s, 50s, nigga, from the hoods, nigga, to the ages, nigga. On my mama, this shit, niggas be trying to get you out the way. Niggas don't want to see you shine from your own hood, fool. On my mama, it be internal beef where niggas want to kill you more from your hood, nigga, than the ops do. Nigga, the ops probably got respect for you. Nigga got actually a lot of love for you. They see a lot of similarities up in you. But it be these niggas from your own hood that want to do the most hurt, cause the most harm. That be the quickest to plot on you, fool. My mama, that's why I stay out the way and I stay to myself by choice. Not because a nigga ran me away or nothing, but I see how it turned out. I see what the street shit lead to, my nigga. You gonna either go to jail, prison, or you gonna die, nigga, and your reason for death ain't going to jail. Maybe because the nigga that was your so-called homie. Nigga might tell on you, write a statement. Nigga might set you up. Nigga might wear a wire on you. That nigga that you called your homie your friend. A nigga that you call your homie your friend might be the one to rob you and kill you, or try to. Imagine that, kids. A nigga who you run around with, playing on the playground with, nigga that you went to school with, play kickball, throw up tackle 21. What's that little, I forgot the little wall, we throw the ball to it. I forgot what that little game called. You run, you hit the ball to the wall. I forgot what that shit called. And then if you miss the ball, niggas used to rush you. You used to have to run to the wall and have to touch the wall, you know, to get a motherfucker to stop. Imagine a nigga you played Call of Duty with, nigga that you went to high school with, nigga you played on the same team with, nigga who you met girls with, niggas who you went on mission with. Them should be the same niggas that turn out the pistol on you, nigga, and take your life. Or be the one that beats you down, nigga. It's internal beef in every hood. Kids, it's all an illusion full of confusion. I like reacting to videos like this because it be the truth. Your own homies, fool. On my mama, like, this shit ain't no game. Like, your own homies. As y'all see what been going on with Young and Jefe, you know, it's niggas that, I don't know, that ain't so proud of my success in this content world, and they want to see me down and bring me down. Like I said, kids, homies ain't homies. And everything I described, nigga, like I said, I seen it happen. I done experienced these same niggas you do all these things I said you do with, and these niggas that hate on you, nigga, and try to, I don't know, backstab you, betray you feel me? Free Young and Jefe because he innocent to guilty, nigga, and we all worry about what the checks say, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, man. Not later, but right now. My name is Young Woo, this is On the Block News.
I be on the block like when crack first hit. If I'm feeling iffy, then my gag gon' spit. I am not a rapper, I don't cap about shit. Dope boy, state of mind, I'm a trap till I'm rich. I be outside like when crack first hit. If I'm feeling iffy, then my gag gon' spit. I am not a rapper, I don't cap about shit. Dope boy, state of mind, I'm a trap till I'm rich. First nigga outside before sunrise. Old school ways, but I'm still a young guy. A real trooper, I be grinding on the front line. Hungry for the money, I'ma eat like it's lunchtime. Really out here, nigga, let's go band for band. Made a lot of transactions, I'm talking hand to hand. Based on the statistics, I never had a chance. Till I sketched a blueprint and I'm out of the plan. First case crash, took me in for crack rock. 54th and Duwarty, that was the crack block. Stood solid, never folded like a laptop. Trying to get to school, getting banged on at the dash stop. Can you give me a pistol is what I asked Pops. Late nights walking through the ops on Ascot. Really repping for the team like a mascot. Doing stupid shit, I could've really got my ass shot. Second charge that I caught was a gun case. Got bail money, I ain't got a fundraise. Still remember being broke with a fun day. I overgrind cause debts can't go unpaid. So I'm serving like way to serve lunch trade. The 2 doors a Challenger, not a Mustang. Chop them down like a barber, it was one phase. Cameras everywhere, we gon' flush it if they come raid. Nigga, on my block like when crack first hit. If I'm feeling iffy, then my gag gon' spit. I am not a rapper, I don't cap about shit. Dope boy, state of mind, I'm a trap till I'm rich. I be outside like when crack first hit. If I'm feeling iffy,